Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Christine Wiggins, and today is Wednesday, January 22nd. Coming up on Cullman Today, a summer internship with Governor Ivey, a local legal battle heats up, and the presidential inauguration. All of this plus sports, weather, and more. Now let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. Governor Ivey recently announced that the application for the governor's office summer internship program is now open. This 9-week program offers college students a unique opportunity to gain firsthand experience in state government while working alongside dedicated professionals in the executive branch. Eligible applicants must be current college students with a strong interest in public service and government. Selected interns will work directly with staff, participate in special projects, and have the chance to engage with key issues impacting Alabama. Ivey encourages all college students who are potentially interested in obtaining experience in the governmental sector to apply for the program. The internship will run from May 26th through July 25th, and the deadline to apply is March 21st. For more information about the program and how to apply, visit www.governor.alabama.gov. Jeff Tolbert, owner of Smith Lake Resort and Trident Marina, has filed a countersuit against Melissa Curtis of Lake League Real Estate, directly challenging the claims made in her 2024 lawsuit. The legal response, submitted January 14th, refutes allegations and provides alleged supporting evidence in the form of financial records and text communications. The purported evidence, which aims to substantiate Tolbert's version of events, includes checks and text message exchanges allegedly providing context and clarification regarding key disputed interactions. Cullman Today will continue to follow this story and bring you updates as they are available. The court documents are available at www.cullmantribune.com. Donald Trump was sworn in Monday as the 47th U.S. president. Trump's swearing in was moved indoors to the Capitol Rotunda, the first time that has happened in 40 years, leaving throngs of supporters to find somewhere else to view the festivities. Some guests were invited into the Capitol Visitors Center to watch on a big screen. Alabama Governor Kay Ivey offered her congratulations in a statement released after Monday's inauguration, calling it a beautiful day for the United States of America and pledging Alabama's support of the president's mission to foster a stronger than ever America. And that's all for our top stories this morning. Coming up, 4 more teams advance at the county basketball tournament. Sports is up next.
Step into Cullman, where local heroes and community spirit shine. Introducing Community Matters Magazine from the Cullman Tribune, your guide to inspiring tales and community spirit. Celebrate our local champions and dive into the festivities at Christ Kindle Market. Feel the season's cheer and discover stories that inspire. Community Matters Magazine. Connect with your community. Find your free issue at these locations or download a copy online.
Welcome back. In today's sports segment, let's take a look at the results from Monday night's action at this year's county basketball tournament. Tournament play resumed at Tom Drake Coliseum Monday afternoon, and we got things started with a JV boys semifinal battle between West Point and Fairview. The Warriors built a 31-17 lead in the first half, but the Aggies outscored them 13-7 in the third quarter to make it an 8-point game going into the fourth. However, West Point was able to hold on to its lead in the final frame and secure a spot in the county finals. West Point will face the winner of Cold Springs and Good Hope in the JV Boys County Championship game Saturday at 4 p.m. Holly Pond clashed with Hanceville in our first varsity boys battle of this year's county tournament, and it was one of the tightest matchups of the tournament so far. The Bulldogs led by 3 at halftime, but rallied in the second half to earn a 53-44 win and a spot in the varsity boys semifinals later this week. The Broncos will take on the top-seeded West Point Warriors in the varsity boys semifinals Friday at 6:15. In our first varsity girls matchup of this year's tournament, Vinemont squared off against Hanceville, and the Lady Eagles were in control of this one from start to finish. Vinemont went into the locker room leading 38-19 at halftime and maintained a 20-point advantage throughout most of the second half, on its way to a 62-32 win and a spot in the semifinals. The Lady Eagles will face West Point in the varsity girls semifinals Thursday at 7:30. We wrapped up day 2 of this year's tournament with a varsity girls matchup between Holly Pond and Fairview, and points were not easy to come by in this one. The Lady Broncos went into the locker room with a 15-14 lead at halftime, and the score was still knotted at 33 at the end of regulation. However, overtime belonged to Fairview as the Lady Aggies managed to pull away and secure their spot in the semifinals with a 43-36 win. The Aggies will be back on the court to face top-seeded Good Hope Thursday at 6:15. And that wraps up sports for today. After the break, we'll bring you 4 stories in under 4 minutes, including money-saving tips from the Electric Co-op, East Elementary Archery, news from Jones Chapel Volunteer Fire Department, and a winter weather preparedness for your car. We'll return after this message. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. The Cullman Electric Co-op has some money and energy-saving tips for us during this cold spell. Here are some ways to keep your home comfortable while saving on your electric bill. Turn everything off when you leave a room. Every bit of energy saved counts. Lower your water heater temperature to 120 degrees. It's efficient and still plenty warm. Use large appliances during the warmest part of the day to reduce heating strain. Open window coverings on the sunny side of your home to let in natural warmth. Every small change each of us makes helps reduce demand and keeps our community powered efficiently. Learn more at www.cullmanec.com. The East Elementary Archery students and coaches are off to a great start to the season. In the Cullman Kickoff Tournament, East Team Number 1 won first overall. East Team Number 2 won 5th overall. And individually, Trevor Bone placed first, Hudson Tokar placed second, and James Griffin placed third in the elementary boys division. Ayana Wigginton placed third in the elementary girls division. Congratulations, East. The Jones Chapel Volunteer Fire Department held its annual elections this month and recently announced the results. According to Fire Chief Clint Thrasher, any active member in good standing in the department is eligible for any elected position and no experience is necessary. The expectations of each member can vary, and all fire and EMS training is paid for by the fire department. And as we encounter another dose of winter weather this week, the Wallace State Police Department says now is the perfect reminder to ensure your vehicle is equipped with an emergency supply kit. because you never know when you might encounter winter conditions or an unexpected road closure. Items to include in your car's emergency kit: cell phone charger, first aid kit, jumper cables, a spare tire, flares, a full tank of gas, water and snacks, mittens, hat, boots, and warm clothes, a flashlight, blankets, sand or kitty litter, and a tow rope. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message. Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who have lost their lives this week as we turn to obituaries. Kathy Diane Knight, age 67, of Arab, passed away January 20th. Memorial services will be from 10 to 12 p.m. Friday, January 24th at Cullman Funeral Home Chapel. Hazel Emmeline Brock Richter, age 95, passed away on January 18th. A graveside service will be held on January 24th at 11 a.m. at Cullman City Cemetery. Dana Michelle Slatton, age 55, of Cullman, passed away January 19th. No services are scheduled at this time. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their friends and families. Now let's take a moment to look ahead at today's weather forecast. Today will be sunny with a high near 37. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 19. Tomorrow, we can expect mostly sunny skies with a high near 44 and a low around 22. And that wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us. And remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. I'm Christine Wiggins with Cullman Today. Have a wonderful Wednesday, Cullman.